of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stay standing for the school pledge. I pledge my devotion to Salamanca High School, my alma mater, for on this depends my security in the present and my success in the future. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Remain standing for the land acknowledgement statement. The Salamanca City Central School District acknowledges the homeland of the Onondaga, the people of the Great Hill, the Seneca people, on whose ancestral and modern-day land Salamanca School District now stands and whose water we enjoy. We stand with all Indigenous peoples in their resolve to remain connected to their land. While we cannot undo what has been done, it is the goal of the Salamanca City Central School District to recognize the history and make improvements that will benefit the next 7 generations of Indigenous students. Thank you. You may sit now.
And on is what you told dad. I got that sweet on again, or get sa, Zoji, Okwai, Ongwai, way, Ongwai yat, they on Hawaii again, and on the Astak Gwagi. Dana Haigwa de Tinonio, Ongwa son set son gown, Kone Ongwai yat the go so tat. I yank we stand the Ongwa on get, Naya went on, Ganon to Gwentak, Neho Agayandak, Ayoy one wadonk, Gitsan. Ne hono na gie niyo da gagawandonyo. De joy wadi ondo na ne onok danis hat. Donet ho na niyo da hat deo o hat ginyo. Ne ho deo dawene hawe dwanonga. Donet ho son nadwaya na ne danye tia doin shongwa. Ne gie nyanon di hariyo yak geono. Ne dawondishne. Scano on sayowa do saidon on gwain. Don sainong dawenye yuenzade. Dane hoyai nandwaya handwai wajanto ondo gawadeko dane wai heyo hon nane and wadi wahdendi. Hawa on ganokwa sa eongwayandak neoenzake deongwa dawenye. Dona dian swe hagen wajano ni skad handwaya ongwatni goin dandwadah nonyo hat deongwe dage. Dane hodine ongwatni got donk. Hawe on hangoi jada ne ho and keat got de go down ne ongwe. Da on a dian sway hagen with Jan on each god Hinduaya on Guani going de Tino a Tino and you enter de on Guan seat the guest sent go. Done it Hodini on Guani got down. Hawe on and your Ginoya down yon knee and Zake, a yo nigga then John knit ho. Da on a dian sway hagen with Jan on each god Hinduaya on Guani going. Dan vanonyo on a git gason on a gat denjo, ganiga danyo, ganiga one as heodog, dan it hodino got ni got down. Eat white net ho songwawi, henio odoni no neo in zake. Da on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad hindwaya on got ni going, dan vanonyo, gagwe go hoyant on hot deo got zage, dan it hodino got ni got down. However, a your town on yak neo in zake. And on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad hindwaya on got ni going. Dan vanonyo gagoi go hoyant to on hot deo no got sage. Dan it hodino got ni got down. However, I want your neon tag near in zake. And on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad and wire on got ni going. Dan vanonyo hot deo giage on your got so uncle. Dan it hodino got ni got down. However, dan so knonyo dachquag and out got wasig and want your neon that near in zake. And on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad and wire on got ni going. Dan vanonyo or just on that set new in daka. Dan it hodino got ni got down. However, I already have done the agnew in zake. The on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad and wire on got ni going. Dan vanonyo had digger had a yando. Dan it hodino got ni got down. However, and gown the don gown. Dan gonna get signew in zake. And the on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad and wire on got ni going. Dan vanonyo wah da gown the dog. Dan it hodino got ni got down. However, ot ganyo dot that song and got a can on jet signal in zake. The on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad and wire on got ni going. Dan vanonyo wa goyat got hot de ganyo tage. Dan it hodino got ni got down. However, ot ganyo dot that song aon on date sat on jet sig. And the on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad and wire on got ni going. Dan vanonyo gajit tatsa honon denod gajito on esco. Dan it hodino got ni got down. However, di ganok sa aon guayandak neon zake de on got away. The on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad and wire on got ni going. De tino on hot de one on den on de johiko. Dan it hodino got ni got down. However, de when they act neon zake. And the on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad and wire on got ni going. Dan do on yo de when ye oda yo. Dan it hodino got ni got down. However, hegeh gwent squat netene dat gwag, odisodent dog neoin zake. Da on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad hindwaya on got ni going, de atino it he sod hurry one order jits. Then it hodino got ni got down. However, and gaya dig hit gan, no kono endi, ne ho, wade ho sat, ne on diet tag how eoins dig. And da on a dance way hagen with jan on each scad hindwaya on got ni going, this head one on your sedochi and they cut get what. Dan it hodino got ni got down. However, and one down on stag ne on zake ne ho ot sagoy on that day go hat it donk deon got on you. Ne ko ot sagoy on that day you denyo sig ne when it the denyo. Da idwe ne ho de oe donje dorida onje ne hadik sat sa on on zake. And on a dance way hagen with jan on it scad hindwaya on got ni going. De tin on yo it he so tsoi cut get qua. Dan it hodino got ni got down. However, ayon gino ayon gistono gonyo ti ganya gwego ne dan saganon jat da donk ne etiso so kat gekwa ne hakwa odissident donk dori hatte donk ne yon zage. Da on a dance way hagen with jan on it scad and wire on got ni going dan dononyo gaji so downyo dan it hodino got ni go donk. Songwa janok da on kada daga ne jiwe heni ago jan ne ongwe yon zage de ago down in you. Wagan guy when I accept or gano hit to yoin the gwego. Sayat dad when we at they got ne on showy ne taught ni got that. And the on a dance we hagen with jan on it scad and wire on got ni going this head one on yo said what go on and not ganyo diet hayaf sonot. Done it hodine on got ni got down. However, gay young wet the gay. They on key ya near donk ne on that gay down got away near. And on a dance way hagen with jan on it scad and wire on got ni going. Ge tino nyo ge nyo di hario ya ge no ho de ho sa ni so go junok to ta ni ho di ne go ni go down. Ho on het get no ga ya di ni heski jon dak ne ho han jago dak gwag de on de no nyo. Ne on za ge de on go da when ye. And the honor dia swe hegen o jan on each god hen wire on go ni go this head one on yo so go junok to on ga ya ge hun ge. Dan it ho di ne go ni go down. Dan it ho not got gwenny or do go it go hook you a jan tot it ho ni ne get hit on je. Dan it ho.
Yahweh Scano, I am thankful you are well. Good evening and welcome to Salamanca High School's 137th commencement ceremony. Dr. Beeler, Mrs. Ray, school board members, representatives of the Seneca Nation, city officials, students, staff, honored guests, families, and proud parents. It was March 13th, 2020, a little over 3 years ago, when you faced one of the biggest, if not the biggest, challenge to your high school career. But those of you sitting here tonight rose to the challenge. Challenges in life are expected, and they can either make us or break us. Tonight, through your hard work, perseverance, persistence, and your desire to graduate, you overcame the challenge and all the obstacles that stood in your way. The path was not easy, the road was bumpy. Some of you had minor setbacks, and some had major setbacks. However, each of you sitting here tonight has shown the self-discipline it takes to succeed. Notice I said self-discipline and not motivation. Most things are easy to accomplish when we are motivated. It's doing things when we are unmotivated that it's difficult. And that is where your inner strength plays a crucial role. You sitting here tonight graduating proves that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Your future is bright. But let's reminisce a little. Back to 2010, 2011, when you were in kindergarten, and remind some of you what you wanted to be when you grew up. Aubrey Hogan, you wanted to be a hairdresser. And you said that you would need a hairdryer, a hair straightener, a hairbrush, scissors, shampoo, conditioner, and hairspray. That might work for some, but not all. Jerry Strang. Jerry, you wanted to be a firefighter, and you said you wanted to be on a ladder truck, and that you would need a truck, a hose, and a ladder. Gussanete Day Hubble wanted to be a nurse. She said she would need a thermometer. You know, the thing they put in people's mouths. A phone, and a table. Thunder Isaac. Thunder, you wanted to be a bull rider. You said that you would need a white shirt, a belt, a vest, decorations for your vest, and cowboy boots. Andrew Brody wanted to be a vet. He said he would need to go to school on Saturdays and Sundays. He would need to learn about animals. He would need a stethoscope, and of course, animals. Andy Herrick, back then you wanted to be a sheriff. He said he would need to read and go to college. He would also need a badge and handcuffs. Sydney John. Sydney, you wanted to be a ballet teacher. You said that you would need ballet slippers, tights, little dresses, and students. Colin Klausing. Colin, you wanted to go in the Army. You said you would need to go to college and you need to be brave. You also said that you would need tanks, weapons, camouflage, jets, missiles, and tents. And Dakota Armstrong, you wanted to be a football player. You said that you would need a football, a helmet, shoulder pads, knee pads, butt pads, and eye black. Glad you didn't forget the butt pads and the eye black. Guys, as you continue on your life journey, and regardless if you're still going to be these things or something else, if you work hard and you demonstrate the characteristics of persistence and perseverance that you have over the last few years, you will be successful. Congratulations, Jago, on a job well done. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Ricky Armstrong, President of the Seneca Nation. President Armstrong.
Good evening, everyone. Scannell. I'd like to thank Dr. Beeler and the Board of Education for inviting me to be part of this celebration here tonight. I also want to thank the class of 2023 for the honor of letting me share some encouraging words with you this evening. I'm standing on this stage in 3 different capacities, and I'm very proud of each one. First, of course, I am the president of the Seneca Nation, and on behalf of the nation and the Seneca community, I want to congratulate all of our graduates on your accomplishments in reaching this very important milestone. The Seneca Nation has a very strong connection with the Salamanca School District and the Salamanca High School. So it makes us proud to see our school's graduates, Seneca and non-Seneca, achieve and excel in the classroom, in sports, and in life. We know this class can certainly achieve great things. I'm also honored to be here tonight as a grandfather. In a little while, I will have the very special opportunity to personally hand diplomas to 3 of my grandchildren, Dakota, Logan, and Reese. Looking at this class from a family perspective, I can appreciate the thoughts and emotions that many of the adults here tonight are experiencing, asking, how did they grow up so fast? Where did the time go? Weren't these young men and women just sitting in front of us in the Prospect Gym just a short time ago? However, 2 things that has not changed from my graduating class. In every class before and after, the choice is an opportunity. That is what you have in front of you. When you arrived here tonight and walked onto these school grounds, that was the last time you'll walk into this as a Salamanca High School student. In a little while, you'll receive your diploma, and you'll walk off this stage as a Salamanca High School graduate. What waits outside for you is your hopes, dreams, aspirations. They are all there in front of you, and you have the opportunity to reach them and make them your own. And you will decide how to get there. The path you take from here can look clear and straight. It could look uphill and challenging. Maybe you don't know where you're going or even where you want to start. But whatever path you choose, whatever destination you are seeking, whatever awaits on your path, give the journey your full commitment. You will find that things change. Your road can take unexpected twists and turns, and obstacles can show up out of nowhere. So as you travel, other destinations and avenues can come into view. And there is no manual for life, no set map for where you are going. It's not an open book or a completed book that you simply have to read and follow along. It is a tablet of empty pages that you get to write and complete as you go. Each of you has a unique story to write, and when you leave here tonight, diploma in hand, you get to start the next great chapter. And as you do, remember to never let Salamanca fade from you. I'm not talking about the city and the community itself. They will always be here. I'm talking about the spirit of Salamanca. This is a special place made up of special people with a special history. Take that spirit with you wherever you go and into whatever you set out to accomplish. If you ever feel lost or unsure, or where you are or where you're headed, look back. We'll all be here, all of us. You have been a part of your story to this point, just as you have been a part of ours. And we are ready and excited to read the new chapters that you will write and start tonight. Congratulations to class of 2023. Thanks.
Nyawe Scannell. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to welcome all of the families and friends of the graduates. I would also like to thank the members of the Seneca Nation Executive, Council, and Education offices, Salamanca City officials, school administrators, teachers, and all other school staff that are here tonight to help us celebrate our graduates. Tonight is a truly amazing night. Graduates, you all have entered this auditorium as high school seniors, and you will leave as Salamanca alumni. You know, every year I contemplate What words of wisdom do I want to impart on this year's graduates? So I was speaking with a good friend of mine, and I asked him, if you were graduating, what kind of speech would you like to hear? He looked right at me and said, short. Keep it really, really short. Yeah. So with that, I offer the graduates 4 short pieces of advice. First, make good choices. Graham Brown said, life is about choices. Some we regret, some we're proud of, some will haunt us forever. The message, we are what we choose to be. The bottom line, graduates, if you don't like your life, make better choices. Second, live life intentionally. Don't allow your friends or society to choose what is important to you. You choose what is right for yourself. The first step in creating the life you want is to remove everything you don't. Third, think of others. You never know who will help you along your path in life. Being kind, having empathy, and showing respect to others are all excellent qualities that we all should have. Remember to always make the choice to treat others the way you want to be treated. Lastly, keep learning. Choose a mentor, someone that you look up to and admire. Whether that mentor is a teacher, parent, grandparent, sibling, or friend, your mentor will help guide your life choices to find success. You can never have enough knowledge. Choose to learn from whoever will teach you. Absorb all the knowledge you possibly can, because no matter how insignificant the lesson may seem today, someday you will use the wisdom you have learned. Remember the words from Thomas DeWar. Minds are like parachutes. They only function when open. Graduates, my wish for you is that you choose to walk out of here today feeling proud of all that you have accomplished over these last 4 years. May you always look back at your years at Sally High with fond memories, and may all your future choices lead you to nothing but success and happiness. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to congratulate the class of 2023. Remember to always choose your love and love your choice.
Nobody knows how to say goodbye. It seems so easy till you try. Then the moments passed you by. Nobody knows how to say goodbye. Nobody knows how to get back home. And we set out so long ago. Search the heavens and the earth below. how the story ends. Nobody knows how the story ends.
Nyawe Scano. I want to start out by welcoming the parents, family members, friends, community members, staff, and teachers. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate the class of 2023 and all of our accomplishments. It has been an honor to be standing alongside these students nearing the first steps of their adulthood. Together, we have faced many adversities and have come together to take them on head first. Each and every person up here in front of you has shown perseverance and strength. We have all faced challenges on this journey as individuals and as a class. Honestly, at one point, I thought this class might actually be cursed. As second graders, we were so excited to move up from Prospect into Seneca School. Nope, that same year, third grade got moved down into Prospect. Then we got to sixth grade. And I bet you remember what happened. Bam! An extra year in Seneca School instead of moving up to the high school like years prior. I'm surprised that I'm standing up here giving you a speech and that 13th grade wasn't just added as a graduation requirement. But here we are, we made it, and we are now stronger than ever. Half of our high school experience was changed because of COVID. While I'm sick of that word and want to put it behind us, it reconstructed what school looked like. Our lives were flipped upside down, and we were expected to continue our daily lives through a screen. Without the constant nagging from teachers, our intrinsic motivation was put to the test. It was difficult for many of us to find motivation to do our work. Extra responsibilities were added onto our plates. We couldn't be with our friends and extended families, sports were gone, and so many other things. That was a lot of change for a young ninth grader to go through, but we all persevered and made it through one of the roughest times to be a student. I am so beyond proud of everyone sitting up here. Whether you are in the top 10 of the class or just celebrating the 65, it is an amazing accomplishment. A special thank you goes to everyone here today, watching as we take these steps into the long journey ahead. To the parents and caretakers, thank you for all that you do. You were our alarm clocks on the mornings where we hit the snooze button a few too many times. You supported us through all the extracurriculars that we spontaneously joined. You got us from one thing to the next without any time to do so. You brought the cleats that we irresponsibly left at home, even after you set them out for us. You were there with the tissues as the tears rolled down our face because sometimes life is hard. You tried to learn Common Core to help us with our homework, but let's be honest, I don't even think I know it yet. You pushed us to do our best, no matter what. You offered us endless support and were there with a broad shoulder through all the disappointments. While I'm sure nobody likes being asked if their homework is done, it truly made a difference, and we wouldn't be here without you. I would also like to take a moment to thank my mom, dad, stepdad, stepmom, and the rest of my family. You guys were the first ones there when I was having a hard time. You were there to say how proud you were of my accomplishments. It's always been a toss-up on if my mom was bragging about me with whoever she was on the phone with or complaining about how I was never home. Either way, all of you were there for me, even when I was so overwhelmed in the moment that your presence made me angry. Lastly, thank you to my aunt and grandma, who unfortunately passed before I was able to walk across the stage. They were the first to ask when my report cards were coming out so they could praise me for my grades. They motivated me to keep pushing even when times were rough. To the friends and families in the crowd, thank you for also offering your support. You were who we went to when we didn't want to hear what our parents had to say. You distracted us from the troubles we were facing and allowed us to escape. You made horrible jokes that shouldn't be funny, but for some reason were. You were there for us, cheering us on every step of the way. While it may feel small, the little things make a big difference. You contributed to our success. To our community, you play a major role in our high school experience. Some of you may not know any of us closely, but comment on Facebook posts congratulating us. You have graciously donated to the kids whose families couldn't afford to pay for our trips. You come to the events we host and spread the word. Our community here is special. We can come together in even the worst of times, and that is truly amazing. Speaking for myself and the class, we are all grateful to have that type of support. Last but not least, thank you to the staff and teachers that have shaped us into the young adults we are now. You guys have made a lasting impact on us that we will cherish forever. You saw the potential in us even when we were struggling. You taught us not only academic lessons, but life lessons as well. Thank you to Mrs. Middaugh for always offering me the most heartfelt encouragement. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you for always helping me out whenever I needed it and writing me what seemed like a million letters of recommendation. Thank you to Mrs. Ferrucci, who met me every morning with her uplifting spirit and infectious laugh. There is nobody I would rather have for 3 class periods a day plus advisory. Another thanks to Mrs. McElhaney, who I could always count on to be brutally honest with me. You helped me through some of the roughest patches throughout high school. Without the help of everyone mentioned, we truly would not be here. It is amazing how much support from the ones around you contributes to your success. That little pick-me-up after a long day is just enough to get us back up and running. So for that, thank you. Once again, to the class of 2023, congratulations. We all earned this and will continue to make people proud. Best of luck to us all in our future endeavors.
Welcome, everybody, and thank you for attending today. First, I would like to say congratulations to us all. We've made it. This is an amazing accomplishment for all of us, and only we know how difficult it was to reach this day. Our journey through school has been filled with ups and downs, as well as plenty of confusion and inconsistency. All of that has led up to this ceremony today to commence us with the honor of graduating high school. We have learned so much in school. We know how to read and write and how to do math. We understand that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and even how to prove that a triangle is in fact a triangle. Although some of these things are important, the most valuable takeaways from school are the life lessons we have learned and the skills that we have developed. These will be the main influencing factors as we step out into the real world and continue with the next chapter of our lives. We are about to experience one of the biggest changes in our young lives, the transition from high school to college, the workforce, military, or whichever path we choose to pursue. We are well equipped to handle this change because our entire high school career was all about change. When we were freshmen, our whole world was flipped upside down. Suddenly, we had to adapt to learning over a screen with no in-person interaction. We were forced to stay in our home and remain disciplined with the amount of effort it took to do our work. This was totally new to us, and it lasted a lot longer than we thought it would. We had Zoom classes, communicated mainly through email, and were forced to do our work with the comfort and temptations of being in our own home. Eventually, we also had to make the transition back to in-person learning after finally adjusting to online learning for a while. These changes were drastic and have prepared us for the change we are about to go through soon. High school has also given us the ability to push through adversity. Life is tough as a teenager, but that doesn't mean you can give in when you feel like it. We have learned that you become stronger when you make it through the rough times that challenge your goals, purpose, and identity. In the end, it is worth it to stay disciplined when you struggle to motivate yourself. We have also learned the importance of balance. We have to handle schoolwork, sports, clubs or groups, jobs, maintaining our health, relationships, social lives, and in some cases, medical conditions that require a good amount of daily time and commitment. These are areas of our lives that we need to juggle, and finding a balance between these is extremely important. This will apply to our adult lives too, as we are going to take on a completely new set of responsibilities to handle. One of the most important and most desired goals in life is happiness. Happiness is a simple concept, but is very difficult to truly achieve. I view happiness as a lasting feeling, a state of being, not a temporary emotion or reaction to something. This means that to achieve happiness, it has to be consistent and more powerful than the negative emotions in one's life. High school has helped us discover what makes us happy and how to preserve the happiness that we obtain. We learn about ourselves, what we like and are passionate about, and how to balance these sources of happiness with the other factors and priorities in our lives. Find healthy sources of happiness and incorporate them consistently into your life. This could be visiting a family member, being with friends, playing a sport, watching a TV show, playing video games, helping other people, creating content, or anything that you are passionate about. These are all harmless and simple ways to find happiness. However, this can be dangerous. One of my favorite quotes, my senior quote as a matter of fact, was from David Goggins. He said, "If you don't challenge yourself, you don't know yourself." What he is saying is that your comfort zone is your worst enemy. As humans, we cannot grow if we do not leave our comfort zone. This is why sources of happiness can be dangerous if they are taken advantage of. If you can balance happiness with doing your best to reach your potential, you will live one happy and rewarding life. In my case, I am the happiest when I can take a step back and look at all of my hard work and how much it has paid off. Knowing that I did everything I could to be my best is a very satisfying feeling, and it saves me from a life pained with the regret of choosing comfort over greatness. My biggest advice for living a happy life would be to always seek to be better, help others often, and incorporate these healthy sources of happiness into your life consistently. This will give you a passion for life that is no match for any regret, sadness, hopelessness, or fear that you will encounter. Now, I want to imagine the first day of school over a decade ago. We all got dressed up, grabbed our bags, and took pictures outside waiting for the bus. I'm sure we were excited, but also nervous. We got there and we missed our parents. But we adjusted. We got more comfortable with our teachers and our classmates, and our school journey was born. Think about that child getting ready to take on the challenge in front of them, and look at the man or woman they have grown into today. I'm certain that every one of those kids would be proud if they could see themselves on this stage, in this position, on this day. We have come such a long way, and we have so much to be proud of. As a future full of change quickly approaches us, we know that we can take on anything that comes our way. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm thankful you are well. My name is Gasanite, and I have the pleasure of speaking on behalf of the class of 2023. For the past 5 years, I have been able to watch the kids that I have known since preschool grow into young adults, and it has been the most surreal experience of my lifetime. While the physical growth has been surprising, such as Andrew Brody and Andy Herrick having major growth spurts and suddenly towering over the rest of us, it has been the development in personality and individuality that assures me that our class is ready to face the many wonders and challenges that the outside world has to offer. One of the main things that has assured me of our readiness as a class is our passion to speak up when it comes time to do so. For example, the senior class, along with many students from other grades, have come together since childhood to raise awareness and gather donations for the research of cystic fibrosis for our class of 2023 valedictorian, Andy Herrick. Of course, his story is not mine to tell, but our class has shown great unity in supporting Andy and all of the amazing things he has done despite his illness. Supporting an event such as this at such a young age has helped to shape our class into the people we are today. This is because since childhood, we have been taught to stand up and not stay silent when the people that we care about need our help. Andy has been a great reminder to us all that we can continue to follow our dreams no matter the obstacles that we have been given in life. Continuing on the topic of speaking up, towards the end of our sophomore year, news had spread about the bodies that had been found at a residential school in Canada. Bodies and school should never be used in the same sentence. This sparked the emergence of the Every Child Matters movement and hit our class with a major call to action. At this point, it became apparent to many of us that we are not only advocating for ourselves and our journeys, but also for those who never had the chance to carry their journeys out. Prior to the discovery of the 215 bodies, many of us had already been involved with activist work. With this experience, we decided that our main goal was to make sure that we raised awareness on the issue within the community while also uplifting the voices of those impacted by residential schools. One of these prior experiences in developing our work in activism was raising the progressive pride flag outside of the school. The Salamanca Student Activist Group developed this process and took each step to ensure that we could show students that they were and still are attending school in a safe and inclusive environment. Raising the progressive pride flag also helped pave the way for us to hang an Every Child Matters banner up alongside it. The Allegheny Indigenous Youth Coalition, Salamanca Student Activists, Gay Straight Alliance, Sources of Strength, and countless other groups provided us with a space to discuss important topics and to expand our minds past the standard education in the classroom. These groups are important because the education that we receive in the classroom is essential, but many of the students here at SHS feel that it is crucial to take the important lessons we are taught in the classroom and apply them to real-world issues, which many of our extracurriculars allow us to do. One of the exceptional characteristics our class has is that we were always able to come together when it came to issues that people within our community were or still are facing, which would never have been possible without the leaders here at SHS guiding us. Our class is full of people who are always able to brighten your day, people who will stand up for you when you feel you can stand no longer, and people who go to great lengths to give you the help that you need. I think it's also important to note that our class is filled with a bunch of people who know how to make you laugh. I remember coming back from online learning and seeing Connor Springs dressed up like a pig to help Mr. DeGeneiro film his Animal Farm movie. Along with that, people like myself have such bad luck that it seems ironic. For example, I have a very vivid memory of getting pooped on by a pigeon during our Washington, D.C. trip for civic engagement, and Grace Hodera and Faith Long just telling me not to move because there was something on my head. I most definitely thought that this was a huge spider or something, but in hindsight, bird poop isn't much better. While the pigeon pooping on me was anything but ideal, the experiences I gained from this trip were essential to my growth as a young activist and an Indigenous woman. Having the opportunity to discuss federal impact aid with members of Congress during my junior year would have seemed unrealistic to me as a child, but when we were in those meetings, it felt as though they were destined to occur. Luckily, I got to go on such an important trip with a couple other people in my class, such as Grace Hodera, Andrew Brody, Piper Deneen, and Faith Long. I have known them since before I was even able to spell my name, so it was amazing to go on a trip where we would be able to exhibit the progress that we have made over the years. This was when I began to realize that our younger years were leaving us as we started to be introduced to everything the world had to offer. During our trip to DC, I also traveled with then senior Aliyah Lee to take photos in our regalia at some of the most important buildings in the area. We did this in honor of our ancestors who have often been denied the opportunity to have their voices heard in such places. On the way back to our hotel, we came across a statue built in honor of Christopher Columbus. Some people may think, well, it's no big deal. There are statues like this across the country. But in that specific moment, we sensed opportunity. By taking photos in our regalia by this statue, we sensed the opportunity to call out the acts of Columbus towards Indigenous people, the start to the era of colonization in the Americas, and most importantly, the erasure of Indigenous culture that these events in history caused. By wearing our regalia, we aim to show that we are still here and are continuing to revitalize what was thought to have been lost by the outside world. The things that we were able to do on this trip would never have been possible if it weren't for the support of the school, and I think that it is truly inspiring to know that Salamanca High School holds such high regard for its students and knows that we can make an impact. Having the opportunity to be part of such a small class has allowed me to learn something from each person that sits by me today as we take the next step into our lives. Since childhood, we have been there when someone fell and needed help on the playground, got sick and needed a friend to take them to the nurse, or even when we had homework to do and had no idea what we were doing. We have shed tears together through laughter and through pain. Sharing these experiences has enabled us to develop connections that will be lifelong. Along with these experiences, we have each grown into the people we are today and are working towards the people we want to be in the future. It is my hope for the class of 2023 that we can continue to find out what we are passionate about and use our talents to help the community that has supported us over the last 13 years. As we say goodbye and move forward, I can more clearly see that Salamanca has given us a space where we can develop connections with our peers, our knowledge of what we are passionate about, and most importantly, our voices. Wilma Mankiller, who was the first woman to sit as the principal chief of the Cherokee Nation, once stated, "The secret of our success is that we never, ever give up." The true message of the Salamanca High School class of 2023 is that we will continue to work towards our dreams no matter the obstacles we face. Each of our voices hold power and purpose, and it is my hope that every person sitting next to me will be able to use their voice for the journey that they have chosen. Yahweh.
Guests, faculty, and my fellow graduates, today is a remarkable day, one that we have eagerly waited for. A day that marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. On behalf of the entire graduating class, I stand before you as a representative, honored to be chosen to deliver the class message. The incredible individuals seated next to me are Salamanca High School's class of 2023. A diverse group representing a multitude of backgrounds, talents, and aspirations. Together, we have formed a tight-knit community that has supported, encouraged, and uplifted one another throughout this journey. We have celebrated each other's victories, provided solace during challenging times, and shared countless memories that we will be able to cherish forever and always. That said, this would not be a speech written by yours truly if I didn't get to bring up Taylor Swift at least once. Sorry, what can I say? Or, because I'm a little bit of a mastermind, 15 times, if you can catch it by the end of this. I was recently listening to her music, and I couldn't help but think how closely her lyricism captures the journey of the class of 2023. From spinning in our highest heels at our very first homecoming dance, to standing here at graduation, happy, free, confused, and lonely in the best way, it has been a ride. Yes, long story short, we survived. We have gone through the young and naive elementary years, the awkward middle school years, and now the transformative high school years. It was no easy feat. At times, you could say the pressure and intensity was burning red. But we jumped, head first, fearless, into the experience. Now, I like to think we did more than just survive. We thrived. Our class has become remarkably familiar with working through adversity. We have learned to shake it off through anything handed to us. This even goes for all the times we would walk into 7th grade English class faced with serenades from Mr. Bennett. I still cannot listen to John Denver's Take Me Home Country Roads the same way. Today, as we gather here to commemorate our graduation, let us reflect on the incredible bonds we have formed with our classmates throughout our educational journey. They have been forged through late-night study sessions, countless moments of laughter, and the collective, unspoken pact that none of us were going to turn in a single reading report for any of Polly Hansen's reading competitions. Throughout our freshman and sophomore years, we seamlessly transitioned to online learning and continued creating an everlasting bond even through our computer screens. When we were finally allowed to come back for our junior year, Andy Herrick was about 3 feet taller, Connor Springs somehow became even funnier, and Zarin Tucker was, well, still stuck behind a computer screen. We were glad to have him back this year for our senior year, though. Our journey together has been nothing short of extraordinary. From exhilarating playoff runs for our boys' varsity basketball team when we trekked out to Buff State to witness resilience and teamwork at its finest, to our 8th grade talent show where we showcased our diverse talents and celebrated each other's abilities to do a 10-second dance to Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. That might not have been our best moment, but boy did it give us something to look back on and laugh at even 4 years later. And who could forget the unexpected turn of events when our much-anticipated junior prom was rained out, bringing us closer as we found joy in simple moments and spontaneous adventures. Despite the torrential downpour, we looked at each other and said, "This night is sparkling. Don't you let it go." So we made our way into one of the museum exhibits and moved the furniture so we could dance, baby like we stood a chance. Camaraderie was a focus throughout our senior year when we spent long nights decorating hallways during spirit weeks, practicing for the Powder Puff game, working together to reach success in athletics, and because we're young and we're reckless, maybe at times we didn't make the best decisions, like on our senior trip. Yeah, I think you could call that camaraderie. Every one of these experiences from the first day of kindergarten to now has helped forge a deeper connection among us. The bonds we have cultivated have been a source of joy, comfort, and inspiration. It is not very often you come across a class that has a bond like we do. It was rare, but I was there, and I'll remember it all too well. One of the biggest lessons we have learned is to hold on to the memories. They'll hold on to you. And that is truly something we can thank our years at Salamanca for. In this new stage of life, we will learn to make the friendship bracelets, take the moment and taste it. We've got no reason to be afraid. Looking at my classmates, I see so much excitement and passion for the future. As we step into the unknown, let us embrace the challenges that await us. It is through these trials that we will find our true strength and resilience. For the road not taken looks real good now. We have laughed together, cried together, and supported each other through the highs and the lows. These connections have shaped us, and they will continue to be a source of strength as we navigate the uncharted waters of the future. This is the end of a decade, but the start of an age. With that, I can now say, next chapter. Thank you.
One of the best parts of my job is the opportunity I have to interact with these students and watch them grow and mature over the years. What they need to know is that I have learned from them each and every day, and it's been my pleasure to have been a part of their Salamanca life. As I look at the class of 2023, I see firsthand students who the odds were stacked against, who struggled, but they were dedicated, and they did not give up. Congratulations to all of you. It has paid off. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the awards that our students have earned. When I call your name, please stand up and remain standing until all of your awards have been read. The class of 2023 were awarded 147 awards, amounting for this year alone $368,688. The four-year scholarships total was $879,120. For a grand total of $1,247,808. So again, when I call your name, please stand. After the ceremony, these awards will be available to be picked up in the cafeteria, so please make sure you stop and pick up these awards. Jordan and Buskey. Harry Nelson Baseball Award, $50 and a plaque. The Holy Cross Athletic Club Memorial Award, $500. And the Salamanca Soccer Club Award, $175. Josimar Arce. The JBC Bilingual Advancement Award, $17,260 a year. Cherie Armstrong. The New York State Comptroller Award, and the Academic Scholarship from Butler University, $20,000 a year. Cash Ball. The Jason Wojcik Memorial Scholarship from JCC, $1,148. Adam Blakesley. The Edward John Memorial Award, which is a plaque with a nameplate. Andrew Brody, number 5 in the class. The James Leary Memorial Award, $500. The Judith Toner Attendance Award, $200. Mamie Rappaport Memorial Award, a plaque. The Cattaraugus County Youth Bureau Youth Citizenship Award. SUNY Fredonia President's Award for Excellence, $5,000 a year. The New York State Education Department Scholarship for Academic Excellence, $500. The New York State Comptroller Award, the Olean Kennel Club Scholarship, $500, and the HESC Excelsior Scholarship. Faith Brown. The JBC College Access Award, $17,260 a year. The Salamanca Bowling Association, $200. The Salamanca USBC BA Scholarship, $200. And the John Aarons number 5296 Auxiliary Award, $200. Harley Brown, number 4 in the class. The Cathari Family Fund Healthcare Scholarship, $1,000. The Presidential Scholarship from St. Bonaventure, $26,000 for 4 years. The Cabrini Scholarship from St. Bonaventure, $3,500 for 4 years. The Andrea Celeste Morton Memorial Scholarship Award, $250. The Mark Chase Memorial Scholarship, $125. The New York State Comptroller Award, and the Kyle Stephen Scott Memorial Award, $200. Junie Buffalo. The Counseling Department's Leadership Award. Brooklyn Cotter. The JBC College Access Award, $17,260 a year. Alina Cook. The Colby Pitt Memorial Award for $200. Piper Deneen, the Civics Seal of Engagement. Mariah Downey, the Kiwanis Club Award, $350. The Andrea Celeste Morton Memorial Scholarship Award, $250. The Class of 1963 Legacy Scholarship, worth $1,630. The Penny Brown Scholar Athlete Memorial Award. The Holy Cross Athletic Club Memorial Award, $500. Where Learners Become Leaders, the Future of Salamanca, sponsored by SASA, $500. JCC College Connection Student of the Year. The Kyle Stephen Scott Memorial Award, $200. And Geneseo Scholarship, $3,500 a year. Corey Gebauer. Salamanca History Department Award, $150. Sons of the American Legion Post, 535, $450. The Class of 1985 Scholarship, $200. Salamanca Bowling Association, and that's only because he beat me in bowling. No. $200. The Betty Dougherty, $500 scholarship. The Salamanca USBC BA Scholarship, $200. The Kyle Stephen Scott Memorial Award, $200. The Salamanca Teachers Association Scholarship, $300. And the John Aarons 5296 Auxiliary Volunteer Award, $200. Kelvin George. The Kyle Dowdy Senior Award, $250. Caitlin Glowacki. Sons of American Legion Post 535, $450. Sierra Hanowski, number 7 in the class. Kiwanis Club Award, $350. The Distinguished Service Award, $200. The Salamanca Soccer Club Award, $175. Andrew Herrick, Valedictorian. Kiwanis Club Award, $350. The Franciscan Scholarship at Hilbert College, $28,000 a year. The Salamanca Warrior Shining Star, $300. The College and Career Portfolio Scholarship, $250. The Evans Family Scholarship, $350. The Outstanding Honor Society Member from National Honor Society. The American Legion Hugh Skiba Post 535 Education Award, $600. The Andrea Celeste Morton Memorial Scholarship Award, $250. The Penny Brown Scholar Athlete Memorial Award. The Joel Murdoch Business Award from the Salamanca Chamber, $100. The Summerfield Scholarship, $500. Where Learners Become Leaders, the Future of Salamanca, $500. The Big 30 Referee Scholarship, $500. The Lou Foyle Male Athlete of the Year. CSEA Local 805 Barbara Corey Memorial Scholarship, $250. The New York State Education Department Scholarship for Academic Excellence, $1,500. New York State Comptroller Award. The Kyle Stephen Scott Memorial Award, $200. Cat County Youth of the Week. And CCSE Federal Credit Union Student Award, $1,200. Grace Hodera, number 9 in the class. Kiwanis Club Award, $350. The Nelson Beard Memorial Scholarship, $1,500. The SHS Special Vocal Music Award. The New York State Comptroller Award. The Spanish Honor Society, $50 award. St. Bonaventure Friar Scholarship, $24,000 a year. St. Bonaventure Grant, $7,200 a year. The St. Bonaventure Jandoli Endowment Scholarship, $1,000 a year. St. Bonaventure University Com Day Best Video, One Breath at a Time, $500 a year. I hope you go to St. Bonaventure. Cattaraugus County Youth Bureau Youth Citizenship Award and the CCSE Federal Credit Union Student Scholarship, $1,200. Aubrey Hogan, the SNI Academics and Perseverance Award, and the Kyle Stephen Scott Memorial Award, $200. Gusanit Day Hubble, number 6 in the class. The Raymond Leary NHS Scholarship, $1,000. The SNN Title VI Award, $200. The Lehman Dar Dowdy Award, $250. The Cornell University Scholarship, $75,000. And the Aryan Music Award. Asher Hudson. New York State Comptroller Award and the JBC Full Tuition Award. Mason Jimerson. The William C. Bill Young Memorial Scholarship, $250. The Merit Scholarship from Thiel College, $17,500. And the New York State Comptroller Award. Brandon John, the SNI Title VI Award, $200. Sydney John. Okay. The Cynthia Moore, can I read the other ones too? Okay. The Cynthia Moore Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. The Fredonia Promise Award, $8,000 over 4 years. The the New York State Public High School selection for the 2023 Senior All-Star Contest, and the Gene Pasquarella Scholarship for $500. Quentin Jones, number 8 in the class. The Thomas and Eleanor Dabalski Award, $1,000. The New American University Provost Award, $12,000 a year for 4 years. And the New York State Comptroller Award. Faith Long, number 3 in the class. The Evans Family Scholarship, $350. Scholastic Excellence Award, $200. The Harry B. Rappaport Memorial Award. The Helen Jaworski Scholarship, $500. The Mark Chase Memorial Scholarship, $125. Salamanca Chapter National Honor Society Leadership and Service Award, $50. New York State Education Department Scholarship for Academic Excellence, $500. The New York State Comptroller Award. The Trustees Scholarship from St. John Fisher, $19,000. And the St. John Fisher's Grant, $1,900. Simon Luke, the New York State Comptroller Award, and the Triple C Award. John Matson, number 10 in the class. The Dennis Evans Memorial Award, $50. The John Philip Sousa Award from the Music Department. The New York State Comptroller Award, and the Joseph Catrone Music Award, $100. Marin Monahan, the Drama Club Award. Ethan Nephew, the Floyd Bean Stage Band Award, and the Triple C Award. Rebecca Oyer, the Salamanca Soccer Club Award, $175. Alyssa Perkins, salutatorian. Kiwanis Club Award, $350. The College and Career Portfolio Scholarship, $255. The Evans Family Scholarship, $350. The Roger and Francis Lord Volunteer Service Award, $100. Presidential Scholarship, $26,000 a year. The Cabrini Scholarship, $3,500 a year. The St. Marine Cope Scholarship, $1,000. SHS Special Instrument Music Award. New York State Education Department Scholarship for Academic Excellence, $500, and the New York State Comptroller Award. Liam Prevlin, the Triple C Award. Ethan Rosler, the Seneca Arts and Learning Center Education Starts Here, $400. Connor Spring, the William C. Bill Young Memorial Scholarship, $250. Jesse Stallman, All-State linebacker, and the Big 30 team. Jackson Tarr, the Salamanca Gridiron Club Scholarship, $200. And Zarin Tucker, you guys kill me. American Legion Huge Skiba Post 535 Education Award, $600. 12th grade academic award, and the Triple C Award. At this time, the Girl of the Year for the class of 2023 is Faith Long. Faith, please stand up. And the Boy of the Year for the class of 2023, Andrew Herrick. Thank you, guys, and now I'll turn it over to Dr. Beeler.
Good evening, Yahweh Scano. Graduates, we are so close to that final point that we've all been waiting for. I'm just in the way with just a couple thoughts here. You've had an awful lot of excellent teachers during your time here in Salamanca, but there are other ways that you can learn things, and one of them is through nature. And I have found that that, in many ways, can be one of the greatest teachers. And tonight, I hope we can learn just a quick lesson from the American bison and its very close relative, the cow. Both the bison and the cow are members of the same biological family. They're both herbivores and have very similar grazing habits. And cattlemen know the bison and the cow can sense weather changes and know when a storm is approaching. While the cow and the bison can sense a storm, they handle that upcoming challenge in very different ways. In fact, when the cow senses an upcoming storm, when they sense the fear and danger, the cow heads in the opposite direction, away from the storm. They move away in fear. But unfortunately, the cow cannot outrun the storm. The storm eventually catches up to the cow, and the cow is tired from trying to get away. And since the cow is traveling in the same direction as the storm, it actually spends more time in the storm, in the wind and the rain, and for this cow, the storm lasts a very long time. Now the bison, it also senses the upcoming storm. It has the same fear and concern, but unlike the cow, it heads into the storm. It takes the storm head on. In doing so, it actually spends less time in the wind and the rain, and for the bison, the storm is actually shorter, and it can reap the benefits of the storm, the fresh water, the green grass, and the sun, much quicker and sooner than the cow. Now, each one of you has faced a storm. It may have been a small rain shower, like a school project, or it may have been a tornado, a life-altering event. And whether you chose the path of the cow or the bison, you're here tonight. You made it through the storm, and I congratulate you. Unfortunately, though, you will have many more storms in your life, and you will have to choose to run away and try and avoid the storm, to have it hit you in the back and live through the lengthy, tumultuous time, or head into the storm, face it on your terms, get through it, and learn from it. There's one other difference between the cow and the bison. The cow is content to live alone or in a small group, but the bison are herding animals. They gather together, and when facing a storm, they can see others behind them and alongside them and feel their support. Tonight, we all gather to support and celebrate you and your accomplishments. Tonight, you should feel the support of those who have helped you get here and know that we are beside you and behind you as you face your upcoming storms. I'm proud to say that you are warriors, and I'm proud to say that Salamanca will continue to be warriors. And like the bison, as warriors, we face our storms, we face our problems head on, and we face them together. After you cross the stage tonight, you're not leaving us, and we are not leaving you. We will help you face your storms together because warriors stick together. Thank you. Families and guests, this is the time that we have been waiting for. Get your cameras ready. Graduating class of 2023, please stand up. By the power entrusted to me by the New York State Education Department and the Board of Education of the Salamanca City Central School District, as the Superintendent of Schools, I duly convey graduation status on our graduates, for you have successfully completed all obligations and fulfilled all requirements. With pride and admiration, I hereby award to each of you your New York State High School diploma. Let's see, do we have Mr. Ryder? Oh, come on. I lost you in the light. Ready? Starting tonight off, we have Grace Hodera. Presenting Grace's diploma is Mr. Tad Ryder. Sierra Haynowski. Andrew Brody. Faith Long. Presenting her diploma is her father, Mr. Long. Andrew Herrick. Alyssa Perkins. Harley Brown. Gasanide Hubble. Nice. Quentin Jones. Johnny Matson. Israel White. Faith Brown. Simon Luke. Addison McCord. Kaylee Oakes. Piper Deneen. Alina Cook Rivera. Elizabeth Weaver. Cadence Newark. Cameron Hilleman Britton. Mackenzie Oakes. Aubrey Hogan, whose diploma is being presented by Mrs. Candace Miller. Oh, thank you. Emmeline Ellison with her son, Jay Sean. Nice job. Xaviera Jimerson. Zoe Levine. Asher Hudson. Patrick Gates. Carly Weaver. Mariah Downey. Sydney John, whose diploma is being presented by her father, Terry John. Cherie Armstrong. Josimar Arce. Courtney Parmenter. Kayleen Block. Leah Jacobs. Connor Spring. Oh, nice one. Jackson Decker. Marin Monahan. Appreciate that. Cruz Otero. Keegan Chapman. Nice. Annika Ball. Caitlin Glowacki. Hannah Halterman. Rebecca Oyer. Estelle Billy. Madison Brown, whose diploma is being presented by Mrs. Tracy Piscini. Brooklyn Cotter. Reese Armstrong, whose diploma is being presented by her grandfather, President Armstrong. Colin Klausing. Dakota Armstrong. Adam Blakesley. Brandon Light. Jackson Tarr. Cash Ball. Christopher Wills. Jordan Butcher. Jacob Cromer. Jerome Strang. Jason McGraw. Corey Gebauer. Angelo Palmieri. Zarin Tucker. Jordan M. Buskey. Jesse Stallman. Liam Pavilion. Junie Buffalo. Mason Jimerson. Ethan Rosler. Caden Snyder. Hayden Kraus. Kelvin George. Brandon John. Gabrielle White. Jordan Stoltz. Donald Brown. Oh, thanks. Thunder Isaac. Two. Nice. Logan Armstrong. Ethan Nephew. Haley Maybe.
Before we conclude tonight's ceremony, I'd like to take an opportunity to recognize the following individuals for their years of service as they are retiring at the end of this year. We have 13 staff members retiring with 279 years of service to this district, our students, and this community. Mr. Sean Cannon, technology teacher for 5 years. Mr. Tim Schnaufer, computer teacher for 6 years. Mrs. Patricia Fields, a monitor for 9 years. Ms. Susan Haynes, bus driver for 17 years. Mrs. Peggy Rivetti, teacher assistant for 18 years. Mrs. Nancy Nadapoli, math teacher for 19 years. Mrs. Rebecca Pierce, teacher assistant for 21 years. Mrs. Kathy Taylor, English teacher for 22 years. Mrs. Lynn McGarrett, administrator for 30 plus years. Mrs. Terry Frazier, bus driver and teacher assistant for 30 years. Mrs. Ann Easton, teacher assistant for 31 years. Mrs. Nancy Middaw, business teacher for 36 years. And Mrs. Penny Beatty, administrator for 37 years. The contribution and the lives that these individuals have touched is immeasurable. Words cannot express our gratitude for their dedication to our district and our students. But thank you for your time and effort, and we hope you enjoy your retirement. Tonight's ceremony could not take place without the coordinated efforts of Levi Spooneyberger, Ray Haley, Lloyd Long, Polly Hansen, Becky Nannon, Brandy Kinney, Justin Hubbard, Michelle Winship, Mrs. Tanya Sibilio, Carolyn Peterson, Marcy Brown, Rodney Creed, and of course the maintenance and cleaning staff, and also Lindsay Schrantz and Shelley Herrick, all of whom helped make this ceremony memorable and possible. On behalf of the Salamanca School community, we thank all of you for your time, energy, and dedication to our most valuable resource, the students of the Salamanca City Central School District. Lastly, on behalf of myself and the class of 2023, thank you to all parents and parental figures. Thank you for your support and your guidance. It has been our privilege to educate your children. To the class of 2023, you are no longer students of Salamanca High School. You have earned the distinction graduates, and you are now considered alumni. We wish you the very best. Congratulations. Swatney Goyo, have a good mind and a great rest of your evening. At this time, we will begin the recessional.